Hey guys, what is up? Day Trade Jeffrey here with another market update. This has been a very exciting week. It looks like we have wrecked the bears for now, and I am super excited for the months to come. The altcoins will actually go through the roof. Bitcoin might make a new all-time high within the next 6 months, if not less. And I'm super excited. I've been working very hard, maybe you've seen it on Twitter. I am launching a venture capital fund. I found office space. And right now I am working very hard to get everything set up. I'm super excited to do this. This is going to be a first for me, but it's going to be a next step in my life. And I really am looking forward to starting it. So yeah. Without further ado, we will go look into the market right now, starting off with Bitcoin. We're gonna look at some alts, and there's actually a new alt. Well, it's not new, but it's a new position that I have took yesterday, and I am super excited about this one. So let's get to it. First, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. What's there to say? If you look at the daily charts, this looks about as bullish as it can get, to me anyway. We are going to take a quick peek at the 4-hourly chart, and as you can see, it appears as though we have broken a very big resistance. We're not entirely there yet. I would like a weekly close, which won't be for another 2 days. Today's Saturday, but by the looks of it, I do not believe we are gonna go down any further. There's nothing to suggest that we will, so I'm very happy about that. Now if we are going to drag our Fibonacci retracements here, you will also see that we have broken the 236, and the next stop in line will actually be 11,500 USD right here, which is another major resistance level. In fact, it's the biggest one out there, I believe. The 618 doesn't really mean a lot at this point, and the 05 isn't really going to stop us either, I believe. There's no reason to think that the whole market's going to reverse here. As I've said earlier in my previous live streams, there is big money coming. Soros is coming into the market. And also Goldman Sachs is actually entering the crypto market. Do you know what this means? It's crazy, and it will push a lot of stuff to new all-time highs. So for Bitcoin, in the long term, well, I say long term, but I mean the next 2 or 3 weeks, I do expect a big bull run up to 11,500. Next up in line, we are going to take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum currently is in absolute beast mode, guys. As I've said in my previous live streams, the perfect buy level would be 390, 400 USD, and it turned out to be exactly that. As you can see, we have very briefly consolidated here, and we are continuing our move up. And if we are going to pick a target for this move, we're just going to take the entire move and drag this one down a little bit over the last move down. And this will give us some nice targets. Our first target would be around 1,780 US dollars. I don't really believe Ethereum is going to reverse there. If I had to take a shot at this, I would say 2,600 USD. Obviously, this is a little bit more long term. This could take a couple of months to actually happen. But I am keeping my back, guys. I'm keeping my back. I bought it at 400 USD. And no way I am going to sell this before we reach 2,600 USD. It just as strong as it could possibly get. We're going to take a quick look at the unbalanced volume. This measures the buy pressure versus the sell pressure measured in volume. And as you can see, it is almost higher already than it was at the previous top. And we're not even near the top. So volume is definitely picking up. There's big money coming in. And there's just no reason for me to believe we cannot break the previous all-time high. And I expect this to happen sooner rather than later, to be honest. As you can see, there was a pretty big resistance going on 3 days ago, and nothing happened, as if it wasn't there. And that's super bullish to me. We might have to retest it, so the next couple of days we could get some down. We're just going to the 4-hourly for that. And what I mean by that is as follows. This is the resistance I was looking at, and just broke through, retested, and you know, as if it nearly wasn't there. So the bulls definitely have the upper hand on Ethereum, and you know, the bears, I reckon they're not so happy right now. If you have a short, better not get margin called, guys, seriously. Next up in line we have EOS. As you all know, a couple of days ago I sold most of my EOS that I picked up at $1.30, and this was my most profitable trade ever, seriously, hands down. And even though I did sell at a very profitable position, I am actually planning to buy back. And the reason is as follows. If we go to the 1-hour chart and we just draw out support resistance right here, you will see that we are actually creating a descending wedge. And the moment this breaks, I said I wouldn't do this. I said I wouldn't do this. But I'm actually going to buy back part of my position. It will not be as much as it used to be, you know, but I will definitely buy some back. And if you're going to ask, what, Jeffrey, what is your target going to be? My target is going to be 375,000 satoshis, or 0.0037 bitcoins. This is going to be a swing trade, so I will not put a lot of money into this. This is rather high risk to do, you know, because it's already up so much. But I do believe we could definitely go there. And this reflects on the EOS USD chart as follows. If we draw our fib here, we retrace it, and we put our resistance up, that's at $32, which makes another x2 from where we actually were. I'm just going to take this out of log scale just to give you a better idea. We are at the previous stop right now, which would make for a good support, and you know, it just looks like it isn't done yet. And I'm really surprised by this because the market cap is already so high, and right now I'm figuring EOS might actually go and compete with Ethereum. Next up in line, I have a brand new altcoin position for you guys. Kucoin Shares. Now, why am I picking Kucoin Shares? It's very simple, and I'm gonna have to draw up CoinMarketCap for this one, but it's important to listen because this might just become very, very profitable. Kucoin Shares are the shares of Kucoin Exchange. Oh. Kucoin Exchange is kind of like Binance, you know, you buy and sell altcoins, blah blah blah, all that. And we all know Binance coin absolutely exploded. It went through the roof, to the moon and beyond, and people made a lot of profits. Now, part of this success was the referral program, and Kucoin has opened up its referral program again, and I do expect a lot of, you know, influencers to take advantage of this, including me, as I'm doing right now, and promote the hell out of it, which will make Kucoin bigger, with more volume, more users, and thus increase the price of Kucoin shares. Now, just for your consideration, this is Binance coin, and Binance coin went from a 10 million market cap to a 1.4 billion market cap. I'm not gonna say Kucoin is going to have the exact same success, but it's currently sitting at 350 million USD market cap. I've drawn out resistance here, and I've drawn out support, and as you can see, it's creating one massive wedge. So I've already picked up some shares, you know, and a target for this I'm just going to be fairly honest here. I'm super bullish. My first target is going to be the 618. There's fairly somewhat resistance there. 100,000 satoshis, psychological level. So that's where I will take some profits, but my real target is going to be sky high, all the way up here, 227,000 satoshis. And the reason I'm planting these high targets now is because we've entered the bull market. You know, alt season is coming. If you think X2, X3 is an alt season, you've never seen a real alt season. Real alt season means X50, X100, all kinds of crazy shit. And that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm trying to pick the most profitable coins there are and put them in my portfolio and, you know, make for a new level. New all-time highs for myself and for the market, so that will be great. I've put my referral link in the description, so make sure to pick some up if you like it. Now, last but not least, I would like to have a quick talk about NULS. NULS is a smart contract platform that you can compare to EOS, Ethereum, you know, Neblio and all that. Market cap is currently very low and their mainnet is releasing in 3 weeks. Now, coincidentally or not, we are currently creating a huge, massive wedge on the daily, and the finishing date for this wedge should be in about 3-4 weeks, you know. And this is not coincidence. I'm expecting a massive breakout also to a new all-time high, and my target for this is going to be, oh, just hold on a second, is going to be 88,000 satoshis. That's my first target. This is one of those platforms that might actually just make another 10x run. You know, and you might be asking yourself, as I said before, Jeffrey, what are you doing? You're painting all these high targets. I'm bullish, man. I can't help it. I'm super excited. I think this year is going to be absolutely great. And a lot of people are gonna get rich. Just make sure to play your cards right, you know. As I've said about 1.5 months ago, I've started an altcoin portfolio. I suggest you do the same. Obviously, no financial advice, blah blah blah. But this might not be a bad time to create a long-term altcoin portfolio that you can work on until the end of the year, because the real gains are yet to come. And make sure to have some patience, you know, don't rush it, don't make one-day trades, make long-term trades, and pick the coins that you believe in, that you like, and do not let social media influence you, because what I currently see, and that's really terrible, and I've seen it like for the past years also, it's just when coins moon, for example EOS, everybody goes batshit insane, shouting on Twitter, buy EOS, blah blah blah, you know, even though it's at all-time highs, and those are the things you really want to stay away from for your long-term portfolio. Find stuff that is at all-time lows, find stuff that is creating massive wedges like this, and you will surely be alright this year. Now, I do have a private group that's also free, part of it, and you're all welcome to join. You know, the link is in the description. Really exciting stuff is about to happen. I'm creating a VC that I will use to get private placements for ICOs, and everyone in the group will get to tag along, so you will get some very nice discounts for preferred ICOs. Furthermore, I'm going to ask you to subscribe if you like this kind of video. I'm working really hard to grow my YouTube, because it's not really keeping up with my Twitter, because I started it just 2 months ago. So if you can do a subscribe, a like, or a comment, or all of them, you know, I will like you double as much as if you do all of them. I'm gonna be really happy. So thank you for watching, and if you need anything, I'm on Twitter at DayTradeJeffrey. Make sure to connect and we can have a nice talk. So have a great day and happy trading.